What is up, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global here with my second video today. So, if you guys haven't heard, which I'm sure a good amount of people already have, so Sony Michel did get injured during practice. My guy over at Dear Pats Nation talked about this a little bit, and it wasn't a video I was going to make, but because Michel did not show up at practice today, it kind of raises some eyebrows now. It seems like as another year goes by, the Pats start off strong and then get banged up by injuries. First round pick Sony Michel left practice early on Wednesday for day 6 of training camp, along with right tackle Marcus Cannon. Cannon, who missed more than half of the previous season due to injury, walked off the field with trainers just minutes into practice. I'll make a video on that once we kind of get more details on him. I just thought Sony was kind of more of a priority as of now, especially because we literally know nothing about Cannon whatsoever. But what we do know is that he walked off, so take that as a positive. But Sony, on the other hand, left practice about a half hour into practice, but he luckily did walk off himself, so the injury should not be anything bad. If it were to be bad, we would have seen Sony on the ground having trouble getting up, but no, he walked with trainers to the locker room by himself, so very good sign. He might have honestly just tweaked something, but we don't really know. Now, I've heard that it has something to do with his head, and then I also heard it had something to do with his knee. So I'm not certain what it is, as everything is still pretty much up in the air. If it does end up being his head, I would say it's some sort of concussion, and I wouldn't be too worried as he should be back fairly soon. But if it's his knee, I would be more concerned. For those of you who haven't watched my video for when the Pats signed Sony, he had some injuries with issues with his injured knee back in college, and it's said to possibly keep his career short if it doesn't get better. So if he ended up tweaking his knee, then it could be more serious, but in the end, we don't know the severity of what happened, so it's really just a guessing game. But like I mentioned, he walked off with trainers, so I don't feel like it would be a long outing for Sony either way. And the day Sony left with the injury was actually a very, very heavy run practice type of day. They didn't really focus on passing and stuff like that. Of course, they did some of it, but it was mostly filled for the running backs and the running game. So I'm sure that kind of played a bit of a role in this also. Either way, running back is still pretty deep for the Pats, even if Sony does miss some time. I mean, we have players like Jeremy Hill who got a lot of reps. He was actually one of the starting running backs. He was like a go-to running back when Sony went down and left. And then they have White, Burkhead, and Bolden if need be. I don't know what will happen with Gillislee, as he hasn't done anything in camp and he's suffering from an injury himself. He did return to practice, but with a no-contact jersey on, so I'm not sure what would happen there. So with who the Pats have at running back, they could be fine either way. Keep in mind, we still have a good amount of time before the regular season, so I'm not really worrying too much. If it was anything season ending or something like that, we would have known by now, and it would have been way more severe than what Sony showed. Michel has been getting a lot of reps in camp and looks like he could be the starting running back. So with him being the starting running back, obviously it is not ideal for him to be out of camp for any period of time. In the end, he is still a rookie, and he still does need to be there as much as he can to keep building that chemistry. But that's it for today's video, guys. That's really all we know about Sony. That's kind of the outlook we have on Sony right now. When we figure out what happens, how long he'll be out, I'll make sure to pin it in the comments, and if it's really big, I'll make sure to make a video on it. But other than that, guys, that's it for today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe, as it helps me out a lot. Make sure you guys share this with everybody you know so we can grow the Patriots Global family. And other than that, catch you guys in another video. We'll